If I had wings. 4-year-old Leo stood by the big window of his bedroom, his little nose pressed against the glass. The sky outside was turning orange and pink as the sun dipped behind the rooftops. He saw birds soaring through the air, swooping, gliding, and dancing in the sky.
I wish I had wings. I'd fly over the trees and play tag with the clouds.
Time to get ready for bed, little bird,
Called his mom from the hallway.
I'm not a little bird, but I wish I was.
That night, as Leo lay tucked into his blanket cocoon, he looked out at the moon and whispered one more time,
If I had wings, I'd fly anywhere I want.
Then he closed his eyes, and the adventure began. The morning sunlight peeked through Leo's curtains. He stretched his arms, and something fluttered. He rubbed his eyes and gasped. On his back, where there was once nothing, now shimmered a pair of fluffy wings.
Mommy, Daddy.
But as he ran, his wings flapped and whoosh! He floated into the air and bumped into the ceiling with a gentle thud.
Oh, my feathers.
Mom peeked into the room and blinked.
Leo, are those wings?
Leo did a little twirl mid-air.
I told you. I wished for wings.
Dad chuckled, entering with a toothbrush in hand.
Well then, Captain Sky Leo better brush his teeth before flying off.
Even magical mornings need morning routines. Leo stepped outside in his pajamas. He looked at the blue sky, flapped his wings hard, and lifted off the ground. His toes left the grass, and up he went higher than the bird bath, higher than the roof. He zoomed past butterflies. He waved to a surprised squirrel. He even scared a few pigeons who weren't expecting a flying boy. Whee! Leo looped and twirled and spun in the air. But after a few dizzy circles, he remembered something important.
Uh-oh. I forgot my breakfast.
Zooming back down a little too fast, he landed in a soft bush with a poof of leaves. Flying was fun, but it didn't mean skipping meals. Later that day, Leo flew to the park and saw a group of birds lined up on a wire like students in a classroom.
I want to learn too.
I want to learn too, Leo called. A wise old owl fluffed his feathers. Class, we have a guest. Welcome, young flyer. The birds chirped greetings. A wise old owl fluffed his feathers. Class, we have a guest. Welcome, young flyer. The birds chirped greetings. The owl tapped a branch with his claw. Lesson 1. Sky manners. No crashing into others. Lesson 2. Wind reading feel the breeze before you fly. Lesson 3. Rest your wings. Even feathers need naps. Leo tried to copy everything the birds did. He hovered, glided, and practiced safe landings. He also made 2 new friends, a giggly robin named Ruby and a sleepy dove called Dozer.
Flying is more than just flapping.
Ruby chirped.
You need to feel the whoosh and learn to nap.
Dozer yawned. That afternoon, Leo flew above the neighborhood. From way up high, he could see so much more. He spotted a lost puppy in Mrs. Green's garden. He swooped down and guided it back home. He saw that Grandma Maple had dropped her knitting off the balcony. Leo zipped by and brought it back with a smile. He even helped his friend Emma retrieve her stuck kite from a tree. With a giggle and a flutter, he untangled the string and flew it down safely.
I feel like a flying superhero.
Leo cheered, but then his wings gave a tiny tremble. He was getting tired. The sky turned gray and the wind picked up. Clouds rolled in like sleepy dragons.
I can't fly in this.
Leo said bravely. He flapped hard and rose into the sky, but the wind whooshed and whirled around him. It pushed him sideways. It spun him like a leaf.
Whoa!
He cried, wobbling. A gust blew off his hat. Rain started to sprinkle. Lightning flickered far away.
I want to go home.
Leo shouted. He remembered the owl's lesson. Feel the wind before you fly. But now he was stuck in it. Just then, a familiar chirp echoed through the air. It was Ruby and Dozer. Grab on, Ruby called, flapping beside him. Together, the two bird friends helped Leo glide down to a big tree where they waited under thick leaves until the storm passed. Leo huddled between his tiny friends.
Thank you. I forgot that even superheroes need help sometimes.
Dozer snored in agreement. The next morning, Leo's wings felt heavy. He rubbed his eyes and noticed something on his pillow. A feather. He turned to look behind him. His wings were fading. Bit by bit, the feathers fluttered away like dandelion seeds on the wind.
No.
He ran to the window, flapped, and tried to rise, but his feet stayed on the ground. The wings were gone. He sat on his bed, a single tear slipping down his cheek.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Just then, Mom came in with breakfast.
Something wrong, my little bird?
I'm not a bird anymore.
Mom gave him a big hug.
You'll always be my little flyer, wings or not.
That day, Leo walked to the park. His feet felt slow. Everything looked taller now without the sky beneath him. But as he passed by the trees, he heard a chirp. Ruby and Dozer were on the wire, waving their wings at him.
You were a great flyer.
Come back anytime, even on foot.
Dozer yawned. Leo smiled. When he reached home, he looked in the mirror. No wings, but his heart still felt light.
I can still help people. I can still dream. And maybe, just maybe, wings come back when you least expect them.
That night, before bed, he placed the one blue feather under his pillow, and as he drifted off to sleep, he whispered,
If I had wings again, I'd do even more.
Epilogue, a dream that soars. In Leo's dream, he was flying again, not just with wings, but with laughter, kindness, and courage. He flew through pages of books, danced across stars, and tucked the clouds into bed. Because sometimes the best wings aren't feathers at all. Sometimes they're dreams.